Garden in the broken asphalt. A couple that lives nearby decided to take care of the trees, watering them daily. They say they still want authorities to come fix the road, but in the meantime, they're tending to the garden, which provides fruit that otherwise would be very expensive in a badly struggling economy. Welcome back to The World from A to Z. I'm Carl Azus. So good to see you this Tuesday. Last week, we told you about a series of storms that the jet stream was carrying west to east across the U.S. In some areas, they were severe and deadly. The state of Kentucky was particularly hard hit. At least 11 lives were lost there. The Bluegrass State was in the middle of a severe flooding threat that stretched from Arkansas to Virginia. Now, forecasters say the polar vortex, a natural weather pattern that usually swirls over the North Pole, is spilling south again this week. And that's expected to bring frigid temperatures to many parts of the country, including areas where waters are high from flooding.
When temperatures get that cold, lives are at risk.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott warning a month after.
True or false? The answer is false. If you got it correct.
Had been blowing at the airport.
A world of knowledge. Which of these American writers was born the most recently? Mark Twain, Walt Whitman, Edgar Allan Poe, Emily Dickinson. The youngest writer on this list was born Samuel Langhorne Clemens in 1835. His pen name was Mark Twain.
On this date in world history. February 18, 1885 was the U.S. publication date of what many consider to be Mark Twain's most influential work. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, which had appeared in Britain the previous year, was a controversial novel at that time, and it's controversial now. But it had a major impact on American literature and numerous other authors. The first official airmail flight took place on this date in 1911. A young aviator named Henri Piquet flew thousands of letters a short distance in India, which was ruled by Britain at the time. This was also one of the first airplane flights ever made in India. And on February 18, 1930, American astronomer Clyde Tombaugh discovered what was believed to be the ninth planet, Pluto. It kept that status until 2006, when other astronomers determined it couldn't, quote, clear the neighborhood around its orbit and reclassified Pluto as a dwarf planet.
Did you know Thomas Jefferson was the first Secretary of State, the second Vice President, and the third President? To learn more, check out We the People and the President at periodicpresidents.com.
Birds of a certain feather are popular right now, and affiliate farmers of Pennsylvania-based Rent the Chicken are trying to keep up.
They get whichever coop they want, however many chicken.
Do you want or yes? Yes. Correct.
It's a long-term care commitment, and whether renting or owning, getting something out requires putting an investment in.
Big Sky Country is a scenic place to start our world of viewers. Mr. Leininger's or Leininger's class, we see you at Scobie High School. The Spartans are online in Scobie, Montana. To the Magnolia State of Mississippi, we welcome Coach Scott's class in Lucedale. Hello to the Rebels of George County High School. And from South San Francisco, California, it's great to see the Wildcats today, watching from Miss Wong's class in the Golden State. Westboro Middle School is here.
Take a look at the unbelievable moment a father witnessed his son swallowed and then spat out by a humpback whale.
Hey!
It happened when the pair were kayaking on the icy waters of Chile's southernmost Patagonia region. The father was recording the experience when an enormous whale suddenly breached the surface and swallowed his 24-year-old son, kayak and all. A few tense seconds later, the man and his vessel surface again, seemingly spat out by the massive mammal. The father can be heard telling his son to remain calm and grab onto the craft. In an interview, the son later said his life vest pulled him back to the surface. Seemingly undeterred by this whale of a terrifying tale, when asked if they would kayak again, the pair replied, "Of course."
The The typical diet of an opossum includes smaller animals, eggs, insects, plants, garbage. It does not include a tuxedo chocolate mousse cake from Costco. And that's probably why this overindulged opossum was found panting on a porch in Nebraska, brown paw prints on the furniture, a cake wrapper down below, and in need of a trip to the Humane Society Rehab Center. She's expected to be fine and has a number of sympathizers who know what it's like to overdo it with chocolate. At least it wasn't a possum pot pie. And wildlife officials say she wasn't just playing possum. While their diet has many possibilities and not a lot gets possum, they can't just fill their pouch with cake and expect it to marsupial to their stomach without having a prehensile tale to tell. We're thankful the only road she's on is the road to recovery. I'm Carl Azus for The World from A to Z. Means the world to have you watching.